What up, dudes? Rustopholis here. I wanted to make a shorter video of my best PvE Warlock build. I do want to mention that I am going to be making a Dreaming City build as well, with the buffs that you can get with the mods and things like that, but this is just my all-around wreck and shop gear, so I'm just going to go over it and let you know what I got, because I got it perfectly tailored to how I play now, and there's ways that you can also tailor it to your own playability and keep the same kind of mods and stats going on. So you can use any armor you want as long as the mods, the stats, and the perks match to a certain extent. I'll explain more of that, so let's get started. So the helmet. So you're going to want to get a helmet with 1 mobility and 2 recovery, and you're going to want to put a super mod on it. So what this is going to do is take you down from 5 minutes and 2 seconds to 4 minutes and 39 seconds. And then on top of that, stacked, you're going to have a heavy lifting perk, which gives you super energy for power weapon kills. So if you like to rock a rocket launcher, then boom, that's going to like fill it up super quick when you nail a group of ads and things like that. You're also going to want to get a heavy ammo finder with the option to tailor it to something that you use. So I use fusion rifle, so I got a fusion rifle reserve. But when I'm not using a fusion rifle, I will put it on heavy ammo finder, but I keep it on that pretty much all the time. So going next, we got a fitting aspect. So with the fitting aspect, this takes place of any other weapon perks that you may need or whatever. So for example, you got leading your fusion scavenger. You don't really need that that much, because the fitting aspect gives you handling, the ready, the reload speed, the extended melee range. It just takes care of having to deal with all of those perks to focus on adding more perks, basically. So you're going to want to put a recovery mod on this to give you 2 mobility, 2 recovery. Your impact induction mod gives you 3 different kind of grenade charges. You get a charge when you have a full charged melee kill, you get a charge when you do a regular melee kill, and you get a charge when you just do a melee hit. There's 3 different kinds of charges. Of course, the charged melee kill will do the most, but the other ones still benefit you as well. And you're going to want to get a special ammo finder on that to accompany you with your, if you use a fusion rifle or sniper or whatever, shoddy, whatever it might be that takes special ammo, going with your power ammo if you don't have it on your reserve weapon. So you got that going on there. So moving on to the chest piece, 2 mobility, 3 recovery with the recovery mod. I got unflinching energy aim, so if I'm getting blasted at, I can still, shoot through them without, them messing my shot up, things like that. And I got the primary ammo finder, so if I'm using better devils or any kind of weapon that takes kinetic, primary basically ammo. So I got a primary ammo finder, special ammo finder, and a heavy ammo finder if I choose. And then with the legs, I've got 2 mobility, 2 recovery, 1 grenade charge mod that takes me from stock a minute 20 down to about basically 1 minute by having that 1 mod. And then you have traction, which gives you extended mobility. So I have 8 mobility instead of 7. I can run strafe left and right, full circle faster, jump higher, things like that. And when I do 5-degree turns, like I can just jet in and out, zigzag, whatever you call it. And if you don't have traction on, your turns when you do a turn are more rounded off seeming, so they're not as as cutting basically. So it really helps if you're charging away or towards enemies or running away from enemies. You can kind of zigzag to kind of dodge bullets that are firing from behind you, things like that. And I got another special ammo finder to accompany this one, so I'm always keeping my fusion filled up basically, or if in your case it could be a sniper or whatever you're choosing to use, for your special ammo basically. Here's kind of a example of traction, instant turnaround, and as you can see right here, and then here is without traction. It's more rounded off. See, very wide turns, super wide turn actually. You can just cut right around with traction. Traction also lets you, like I said, strafe faster and jump higher. Here's with traction jumping. You can see the tip of the helmet going in the white on the top of that little banister or whatever, and then if you take it off, same mobility number, but that's without traction. So not as high. Like I said, it gives you 1 more mobility. So you also got to take into the account too that I have the impact induction going with the grenade charge mod. I average a grenade every 30 to 45 seconds usually when I'm in like high heat combat, stuff like that. So really comes in handy, especially with the super mod and all that kind of stuff. And then finally we have the bond, which is a recovery mod. It puts you at 10 recovery. I've got a recuperation on it. You want to do recuperation over all of them, because recuperation means if you touch an orb, all your health gets put back immediately. If not all, it's about almost all. It depends on how far down your health was, but say that you're like on the last tick of red, it'll put you at about 75% health immediately as soon as you touch the orb. If you do better already, all that does is it starts regenerating immediately. It doesn't fill it all the way back up, it just starts the meter going up basically. So if you're already getting pinked away and stuff, you could still die by having better already, because it's just going to start, you know, making your health go up. It's not going to automatically put it all the way up for you. So I choose recuperation over all that. I think that with having the ordnance mod with the impact induction, I think that's fine. I've never been one to rely on my grenades or my abilities that much. I'm mainly focused on weapons and things like that, but by having this build, I get to play around with basically all the stuff. I get a super about 2 to 2.5 minutes with all the perks that charge my super, and grenades 30 to 45 seconds and things like that. Just an all-around beast-ass build. Resilience, I've tested it. It still does, all it does is like it gives you a couple more ticks on burn damage. Doesn't do anything as far as you getting shot and it taking more shots to kill you. It's all about burn damage pretty much. So it just doesn't really benefit as much as these do. Same rules apply with every ad except for the Scorn. You can still dodge them, dodge ogres, things like that. The Scorn are a little bit tricky. You got to kind of be on your move, which mobility at being in at 8 does help you out when you're strafing left to right, trying to shoot dudes down and things like that, trying to get out of the way and jump higher to reach higher locations. It just, I've always been a fan of mobility and recovery simultaneous. Resilience doesn't really do shit, so I just keep it like that. But yeah, that pretty much covers everything that you need in PvE. You got weapons and everything, handling, reload speed, all that with this. You got your supercharge going on. You got your tailored energy weapon or whatever you want to use to have your bonus reserves on. If you don't use the weapon that you're tailoring with, you can just flick it on that in the meantime to get more power ammo. So you got dual power ammo stacked. You got dual special ammo stacked. You got one primary, because primary drops all the time pretty much anyway, at least one. But yeah, that's pretty much it, dude. Try it out. If you've tested my builds in the past and you love those, then you're gonna love this one times a million. So y'all take it easy, dudes. Petra, shut up. Alright, so I'll take y'all out later, man. See y'all in the next video. Try this build out. You can also watch my 1.5-hour stream where I put this build to the test, and you can see all the charge rates and how everything, you know, functions and things like that. It's always ready for everything that you get into, man. So I highly recommend trying it out. I don't think you'll ever go back once you do. And pretty soon I'll be having a Hunter and Titan video up, and I will also have a Dreaming City build with all those buff mods that you can get on the Dreaming City now. But anyways, I'm Rustopholis. You guys take it easy, bros. Later.